How can I use AI to improve my marketing and visibility? How can I use it to get more coaching clients? This is a question I get asked a lot, and we're going to unpick the answer in today's episode. Welcome to Thrive and Serve. I'm Colin Scotland, and in this podcast, we explore how amplifying our impact happens when we step in to that truest expression of self. Take a deep breath with me. And let's dive in. AI is changing the game of business for coaches, entrepreneurs. Everybody in the world is impacted by AI, and more so as this technology unfolds in ways that we haven't even conceived of right now. As we stand today, there are very definite ways that you can embrace this technology and use it to improve your marketing, enhance your visibility to attract more clients. Really simple, really simple. And it's a powerful tool that will allow you to do that. This is what we're going to explore and looking at how you can improve your marketing. Let's begin there. And actually, before we do, let's just talk very briefly about the tech, what we're talking about here. So we are here thinking and talking about large language models, generative AI, the AI that creates human-like language and thoughts and ideas and content. So typically ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, these are the top three as I sit and record this episode. Landscape constantly changes. ChatGPT is arguably the de facto standard in the field right now. So I'll refer to ChatGPT throughout this podcast. So when I refer to AI, I'm referring to generative AI, to using ChatGPT fundamentally in improving your marketing and visibility. Generative AI is the area that I live in and the area that I've spent the last two plus years exhaustively understanding, beginning to be better at what's called prompt engineering, the way that you instruct AI. Okay, so that combined with marketing, understanding, expertise, business building experience at many different levels has combined to give me the experience and understanding that I'm going to share with you right now. So how do we use AI to improve our marketing? Let's look at that first, and then let's look at the visibility question. So our marketing essentially it's defined as the identification and satisfaction of needs profitably. It's really simple, isn't it? You identify and satisfy a problem, and you make money in that transaction, in that value exchange. That's the nature of business, all business. And especially, we're narrowing down, we're talking about the field of coaching right now. Same process, same thing. So let's look at how AI can allow you to do that better. So it can improve your marketing by helping you identify the problem that you solve and who you solve it for. Think about that. And I'm not going to give comprehensive prompts here. I'm just going to give you ideas, indications, breadcrumbs to get you started on the journey. So if you want to check out some very detailed, very comprehensive, highly engineered prompts to do all of these things that we're talking about, check out my website. There's tons of information in there. But ultimately, how and who do I do what I do? So how do I solve the problem? Who is the thing that I'm solving the problem for? ChatGPT helped me to explore my target audience, help me to understand what they want, what they need, the emotional drivers behind the decision to purchase my program, and the beliefs and the expectations of those people. Imagine that, right? I mean, just put that into ChatGPT and you'll be blown away. You'll be blown away. So now we are beginning to understand the who. We're beginning to understand our ideal client so much better because we are engaging in this active conversation with AI. Doesn't stop there. So identifying the problem, the who, and then solving it profitably. So let's look at the how. ChatGPT, hold on. I'm getting excited and I'm getting carried away with myself. Let me pull myself back. Same conversation thread. This is important because in ChatGPT, or all of the LLMs, they remember what's happened before. So if we start a new chat and then do what I'm about to tell you now, it won't remember all of that wonderful who your ideal client is stuff that we've just had it generate for us. So this happens in a single conversation thread. Okay. ChatGPT, given the information that you've just shared, how does my solution, which is fill in the blanks for your solution, help this target audience? What would be a beautiful positioning for my offer? How might I improve my offer? How might I align what I do to these needs, to these wants, to these emotions, and to these beliefs? So now can you see how your marketing, understanding who you serve and how you serve them, and really unpicking the value that you bring with your coaching program, and then marrying the two together, meeting them together. So how do I create messaging around my program that aligns with the emotional drivers of my target audience? Can you see how powerful that is? And my invitation to you here is to just press pause, bring up ChatGPT and type these things in as we are talking together, as I'm sharing them with you. Play with them inside of ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini and just watch the magic unfold. So now we have a handle on how to improve our who and the how. What about the actual act of marketing? So marketing is really all about you becoming visible in the world for those people whom you can solve that problem. How do you do that? Think about what you're doing right now. You're either watching or listening to this podcast. You're listening to my voice, Colin Scotland, AI marketing coach. You're listening to the content that I'm sharing, or you're watching the content that I'm sharing. You are consuming something that I've created. This is quite meta, isn't it? So take that now and look at your world. What are you creating for your potential clients to consume? Take an honest look at what you are creating and what you are putting out into the world. And I don't in any way mean how busy are you on social media? How many times do you go onto LinkedIn and post this, that, and the other? This isn't the kind of content I'm talking about. So in the world of coaching, in the world of client acquisition, lead generation, and really good marketing of coaching practices, it's about creating content that amplifies you, that enhances and accelerates that relationship building with your potential clients. And how do you do that? Well, you create content that is you, and you are essentially the essence of the message, your energy, the way that you show up, the way that you look at the camera, the way that you speak, the intonation, the feeling that you give people, when you show up for them. Like I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to show up for you so you can be empowered, inspired, and help others with the work that you do. This is not about me. This is not about you. This is about those people that need to hear what you have to say. That is critical in all of this. So taking this, reflecting it back on you now, how are you showing up in this way? How are you making yourself the lighthouse in the world? How are you putting content out there that speaks your truth, that shines your light in the world? The honest answer to this is the key to unlocking visibility, to enhancing how you attract people into your world, to elevating you into that position of authority in the field in which you operate, and helping you to become this magnet for like-minded souls who would benefit from what it is that you do and how you can help. We haven't even talked about AI here, have we? We've talked about you enhancing and improving your visibility. How bizarre, right? How do we help? How does AI help us in that process? Well, it's really simple. It starts with you, and then AI comes in. So AI does not create this for you. It can't. It never can. Even in the distant future, when we'll have digital twins and all kinds of weird and wonderful things that, like I said, we haven't even conceived of yet. They're just ideas in people's minds. Even then, it won't replace the human. It won't replace you. In fact, and this is why I am so excited by AI is going to amplify you. It's going to amplify the human. It's going to allow you to be more of you. So think about that. How are you gearing up for this change and this shift? If AI is doing all the heavy lifting, where are you spending your time? Well, if you're a coach like me and you're driven by service, by impact, by the difference you can make in this world, then your time is well spent creating what I call lighthouse content. Content that shines out into the world and acts as that lighthouse, that beacon of hope and help for those that need it. AI can help you in that. Accelerate, accentuate, emphasize, help you be faster, bigger, brighter in everything that you do. And we'll talk about that now. So improving visibility, think about this. This podcast, this recording is shot in front of camera, me talking, sharing this passion, this drive and this desire to help you, help others. The recording is taken and it's transcribed. It's lightly edited. It's transcribed. The recording becomes a YouTube video, becomes a podcast, an audio podcast. The transcript becomes a search optimized blog post on my website, in my blog. Go and check it out. You can see. This happens with standard operating procedures, very simple processes, SOPs, very simple, using prompts in ChatGPT. ChatGPT here is, and again, this isn't the detail, this is just an idea, giving you the essence of how this works. Transcript of the video, help me to convert this into a search optimized blog post using, here's the structure. So there's a detailed prompt behind this. Of course, I'm just giving you the top level of how this works. All of this serves to position you as the go-to person in the space in which you operate. And this is no way about anybody else in the field, even if it's saturated. This is about you standing into that truth of you, of what it means to be you, what it's like to be inside of there, and how that experience can help others express what it's like to be you through content. Content, I call it content with intent, because it's not just you like rambling on about all kinds of things that don't make any difference. It's about you rambling on about the things that actually make the difference for your clients. So here, look, I'm trying to walk the talk here. I'm sharing something I'm super passionate about with you right now around AI. Because I know if you embrace this technology and use AI, you will improve your marketing. You will improve your visibility. And what will that mean? You'll step in to that magnificent content creator that you are more and more. Your light will shine brightly in the world so that you attract more clients and you become that beacon for what it is that you do, for that passion that's driving you to do this work, that thing, that invisible pull that is calling you to be, do, and have those things that you are called to have. And so in sharing that, that's content with intent, right? Because now you're making meaningful differences and taking steps to improve who you are, how you show up in all areas. And then let's look at this as a logical flow, right? So now you listen to me, you hear me, you feel connected to me. And then it's like, oh, okay, Colin's helped me in this little way. How might Colin be able to help me further along this path? Now, I'm not sharing this in order to help you along that path, right? For you to buy my products and services. What I'm doing is of course, that's a byproduct of me sharing and standing into my truth. This is a misrepresentation of this as well, right? So thinking I'm making this podcast so that you go and give me money is the backwards way to do this. Improving your marketing and visibility to get more clients is the backwards way of doing this. Actually, what happens is you stand in your truth and you share that which you would share regardless of outcomes, regardless of a desired specific thing that comes back, right? Specific return. So Krishna talks of following your dharma, doing it full out, and the most important bit, letting go of any desire for a specific outcome. So when I sit here sharing my truth with you, I genuinely am not doing this in order for you to become a client of mine. I'm doing it because it's my truth. So that's the primary. And as a result of me standing in my truth and sharing my message and attempting to become that lighthouse for you, a byproduct of that is that clients come, people come into your world, people feel attracted to you energetically, emotionally, and the client relationship begins. When you have this, I call it a marketing engine, right? We can dive into all of this, of course. When you have the engine in place to create and nurture that which has just been kindled and ignited through the lighthouse content. So you improving your ability to step into that truth and to be that lighthouse is what will improve your visibility. That combined with those beautiful iterative conversations with ChatGPT, with AI, will improve everything that you do. All of your marketing efforts. You will become more visible. You will become more magnetic. And more important than any of that, you will step into your truth and you will shine your unique light in the world in the way that only you can, through the work, through the content that you put out into the world. Thank you for joining me today on Thrive and Serve. I'm your host, Colin Scotland, and if you've enjoyed this content, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And my invitation to you is to embrace this technology, take it into the world in a way that helps you amplify everything that you do in service of others. Let your unique light shine in the world.